Hello and welcome to Toolbox Tuesday, where I share tips, tricks and a few little hacks that have helped me along my oily journey, and maybe they'll help you too. This one today is a really super easy one because if you've got access to Facebook, you've got access to some amazing resources on the doTERRA USA site. So I'll pop a link to the actual page in comments or in the description of the video. And I'm just going to share my screen so you can see the page. Okay, so this is it. And the section I want to bring your attention to is, now this is going to look a little bit different depending on what type of device you're on, like whether you're using the app on your phone or whether you're looking at it through a browser. But under more, if you go to videos, you can see there is a whole heap of videos, and down here under playlists is what I want to draw your attention to. So there is a playlist called Oil Hacks, which is great, and they give some really great tips on using oils in ways that you probably haven't thought of before. 5 ways. There's only 10 videos in here at the moment, and again it's 5 ways to use each blend or oil. And I'm hoping they build this out more because those are really handy. They're really super quick, like as you can see, 40 seconds for each one. So we've all got time to watch that and get some ideas. Strong All Season. This has actually been a really great series. And this gentleman here, so Scott Johnson, if you love the science behind the essential oils, I strongly recommend that you follow him on Facebook because he is just an absolute wealth of information. And that particular video that I've got the pointer over there now, that is fantastic because it talks through stress in our body and the cortisol response and all that kind of stuff. And it's really interesting. 10 minutes is, or 9 minutes, 11 is, you can give up that sort of time to watch a video. Podcast. Sourcing bites is great as well. So this is like little snippets from the Source to You videos. And if you've ever been curious about the sourcing, then these are great little snippets to watch and see where the oils actually come from and what the process is and what the growers go through and all that kind of thing. Made in a minute. So this was the original reason that I wanted to do this particular video, because they have got all of these little videos in here on how to basically DIY with your oils, and you will definitely find stuff in there that is really easy and you can do, and it opens up your mind to a whole different world on using your oils. They're not necessarily just for your emotional support, if that's what brought you into using them. They're actually really useful around the house too. And of course, when you're using them for things like cleaning and body scrubs and all that kind of stuff, you're going to get those emotional aromatic benefits as well anyway. So I love the idea of DIY, but for me to actually do it consistently, it's got to be really easy stuff. And thankfully, because I've made in a minute, I've realised just how easy it is. It doesn't have to be complicated. There doesn't have to be a lot of fancy ingredients and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try and do some DIY videos actually, which I'll share with you if I get around to doing it. Growing Gratitude, that's a really great series as well. Really quick little videos to watch. Wellness Wednesdays. Those were from last year, I think. Yeah, from a year ago. These behind the bottle videos are amazing. If you ever want to feel really good about using doTERRA products and seeing the amazing things that doTERRA are doing out in the world as part of their sourcing program. And their sourcing model is like nothing I have ever seen in any company before. It's one of the reasons that I love the company. One of the reasons that I fully am behind their business model. And if you kind of want to get a sense of that, then these behind the bottle videos are really great to watch. There's a whole heap of other stuff in there as well. The Source to You, again, same thing, like just makes you understand the whole process from the seed to when you get the oil in the bottle. And that kind of thing's important to me. Like I think as I've gotten older, it's become a lot more important, the ethics of a company that I'm dealing with, especially when I hand over a fair amount of money every month to doTERRA because I use so many of the products. Like I use them for everything in my home now. I use them for cleaning, I use them for hair care, I use them for skin care, I use them for emotional support, I use them to replace pretty much everything that I would have gone to a chemist for before. So I kind of want to know that I'm not adding to the world's problems by using those products, you know. So I invite you to watch those Source to You videos as well. Yeah, so there's a whole heap of stuff on there anyway. So that's the doTERRA USA page. I'll go back to the home. One thing to be aware of is if you're in Australia or New Zealand and you're watching, or from any market outside of the US, if you're following the page, then just be aware that each month when the promos come up, that's for US, not for Australia. You'll want to follow the doTERRA Australia and New Zealand page as well to get the Australia and New Zealand promotions each month. But yeah, that's it. I'll pop a link into comments or the description, and yeah, I invite you to jump in and have a poke around, and I'd love to hear what your favourite playlist is. Have an amazing day.